guys, this is Erin, Katie, and Adia, and we are 29 and chronically online. Before we get into this episode, I just wanted to remind you of a few things. We are on Instagram at 29and.co, and we're on TikTok at 29andco. You should follow us wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google. And we also have a YouTube channel, so you can watch our video episodes there. We thank you so much for your support. And now on to the tea. Welcome back to the pod, everyone. Today is going to be a super fun episode because we are going to be talking about something that we all love to do, love to be who we are, but we also have a super special guest. This person I met in college. Can't remember which year. I think it was like sophomore or junior year. I think it was junior year.
You're older than me.
Oh. Yeah.
I was
in school, let's please note that, not age-wise.
Yeah. Noted.
But yeah, so I met them. We were in music school together, and we just quickly bonded by how, I think, chaotic we were in school, and then just also our love of being like fangirls and, you know, talking about pop culture and things. So please give a warm welcome to Savannah.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming onto our podcast. Before we get started, how are you chronically online? I ask everybody.
I'm so chronically online that I literally go on Facebook every morning.
Not
and
Facebook.
I join groups. Yeah. I have joined groups on Facebook, and it was affecting me that I was getting mad at the dumb stuff I was seeing, and I was like, why am I even on Facebook? So I'm actually that online that I'm using Facebook.
That's a tier.
It's pretty bad.
That is really online, that you like just need your fix of like some social media, and Facebook is it.
It's not my main one, but it is the first one.
Yeah.
No.
I do love a Facebook group, so I get it. Like once you find like a group that's
niche
giving.
Group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason I keep Facebook is because to keep up with like people that I went to like school with and being like, oh, that person had a baby. Oh, that person is selling their wedding dress.
I did both.
Selling their wedding dress.
There we go. But we're friends, so I can just ask you.
That's true. Whenever I see someone I know on Facebook, I immediately like mute it. I'm like, I'm not here for this. I can't see this.
That's the whole point of Facebook.
It's the groups now. I can't do it.
Man.
I can't do it.
In the groups.
It's groups and marketplace. That's where it's at.
I'm scared of the marketplace. I don't understand how it works.
It's so good
like,
though. There's so
many
good finds. It
all seems like a scam.
I mean, that's the fun part of it all. Like you don't know if you're going to meet this person or not, and like if you do, it's a steal, and if you don't, you get get back on it.
I actually found my roommates on like the Facebook marketplace. Like they were like searching for a room, and now I've lived with them for almost 2 years now. So Love, they're great.
All worked out. They were real.
Thank the Lord. Yeah.
They were.
Could have been a Netflix special.
No. But today, so I was talking about a fun topic. Today, we've gotten too many responses about this topic that we can't not do a part 2. So everybody, welcome to Hater episode part 2. We love to see it.
Long awaited. This will be an endless series, actually.
Oh, for sure.
It will be. It will be.
Installment number 2.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be like One Piece, but our podcast.
Yeah.
I'll get us started with one just light one, I think. Since the last time we talked, I've been going outside more, and people just standing too close to you in public. Like, even like when you're like at waiting in line for your coffee, like just waiting to cross the street. Like, why are you standing so close to me?
Why can I feel you breathing on the back of my neck?
Exactly.
Like,
especially like
close.
Exactly. After like COVID, like I thought we were all doing like some social distancing. Like I thought there was going to be distance. But anyway, that's one of mine.
that was supposed to be the new normal, and now it isn't.
I feel like it's worse now. Like,
yes,
people are more on top of you.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
Get off of me. And there's a certain demographic that are top contenders for this. They're older white women.
Okay, I was
in the grocery store. Like, in the grocery store specifically.
Yeah.
When I go to the grocery store, it's like a minefield. Like, old white women just standing in the aisles. I'm like, I'm walking.
Their cart in the aisle. They're standing on the other side.
First of all, that's another thing. Like, why are you taking up the entire aisle if you're in the grocery store? Like, people are coming and going, passing by you. Like, why are you taking up this whole entire space?
No,
like, that's
I'm part of the problem because I will literally go around to a different aisle instead of just like forcefully pushing myself through it. I'm just like, I don't even like the grocery store anymore because I'm tired of like getting mad at people in their carts. I'm like, just forget it. I'm not even hungry. I don't want it.
No, I had to have a conversation with my ex-mother-in-law. She's white, obviously. And we were in Target one day. She just like left her cart like straight in the aisle and she was in the other aisle. I'm like, ma'am, I'm going to need you to be cognitively aware that like your cart is not the only cart here. Like, let's park it on the side. She's like, what do you mean? I'm like, no, like there's other people in the store. Like, you can't just do that.
Especially a busy place like Target. Like, how are you just
oblivious?
That's crazy.
We're the only 2 people in the store. Do whatever you want. But
a Target in Virginia Beach? Come on.
It ain't happening. That is wild.
Yeah, no, I can't.
That was a good kickoff, Erin. That got my
blood
boiling.
Thank you.
Yeah, great start.
I have one that's like really, it's pissing me the fuck off.
Oh, let's hear it. I gotta write mine down too.
Yeah. It's kind of in a similar vein, actually, of like COVID made people too comfortable. So why am I going to the movies and seeing bare ass feet?
I saw that. I saw your tweet.
Oh my god!
Not a raw dog.
This is not your home. Like, you need to. You're in public.
No,
like you need to have shoes on.
It's the way I saw multiple. And it was like, I will say, they had shoes to like wear into the theater, and then when they got to the theater and sat down, dogs were up. I was like,
not dogs are up.
I already am just like a feet hater. Like, I know we talked about this last time, but like I'm just a feet hater. So like seeing that in the theater, I would leave. Like, that ruins my entire experience.
It was wild because I had theater etiquette on my list already, just because like, why is it 2024 and y'all don't know how to silence your cell phone? Like, what is that about? Like, why
not even silence? You're fully on it with the screen all the way up on bright, and I'm like, first of all, you paid for a movie ticket to sit on your phone. Like, I low-key get it, but also you can watch it for home. You can watch it at your house, like on streaming in 2 months, and save the money.
Exactly.
Ridiculous.
It's wild. I mean, it's the Wild West out here. People do literally anything, and there was someone recently who had their screen on, and luckily the guy next to me was like, turn it off, and they did. that was good. But I think I saw my second showing of Dune, someone's phone literally rang throughout the whole movie. It was like every 15 minutes, like another text ringtone. I'm like, just bite the bullet, take your phone out. Nobody's gonna get mad. like I'd rather you turn it off than just pretend it's not you. Like, I don't care. And then yesterday was the tipping point with the fee. I was like, we are joking. 2 separate groups of people. It wasn't even 2 people together. It was someone next to us and someone in the front of the theater.
That's disgusting.
Like,
well, what was the movie?
Okay, Savannah.
Shrek
2.
Okay. I get it, but I would never do it. But I can understand why the audience would be
wild.
That makes sense.
And it was adults. It was adults. It wasn't kids.
Makes sense.
The kids were a whole nother thing because, that was my other gripe. And it's
kids,
tough because, like,
I hate them too.
How can I hold it against them? They have a short attention span, but it's a tight hour 30 movie. You know what I mean? Like, why are you leaving the theater 15 times in the first 15 minutes? Like,
okay, you know what? I co-signed that because I saw the Barbie movie. Why were kids just like going back and forth on the aisle? I'm like, literally go home.
Yes.
Go home, play with your toys, and watch Barbie on streaming later.
Right.
There's no time for this.
Oh my god.
It's distracting. And it's just like, if you know your kid can't sit through it, maybe just like don't bring them or like take them home or like, I don't know. I know kids have an attention span issue, but why are we 8 years old running around this theater like
So real.
Bust and loose? I just like don't understand. So I love a good movie theater, but recently my experiences have been
rough. Yeah,
wild. It's been a bad time.
Good God. I hope I never see that. That would piss me off.
It's
That would
like,
piss me off
what
so
do you
bad.
even say? Like, I'm not that person, but
No.
I was this close to being that person.
I would just like glare at them as I'm like exiting. I wouldn't say anything, but I'd be like, yuck.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Yuck.
Oh my God. Have you seen that Bratz meme where she's like, ew?
Oh, yeah.
Relevant, important. Right now, okay, this is kind of in line with the theme. And we're talking about kids, kind of.
Oh.
But I really hate how, like, now everything is like, what about the children? I'm like, do you not have parental controls anymore? Like, you're mad at me because the movie's rated R because my kid can't watch this. Okay, why the fuck is your 5-year-old here then?
Yeah.
Like, that's you, like, Google is literally free, but people are online mad. This movie had sex in it. Like, yeah. Like, I saw a tweet about Poor Things, and she was like, I can't believe Poor Things is on Disney Plus. I don't want my kid watching that. I'm like, girl, that's not Disney Plus's fault. Like, turn it off if your kid is like, now we all have to be like pearl clutching Puritans because you have a 5-year-old and you don't know how to use Google to protect your own kid. That's really not my problem. The kids are reading books that are inappropriate. Okay, whose fault is that?
Yes.
Like, who do you want to? What should we do about this? The solution is not to get rid of the book; it's to watch your kid.
Yeah.
Like, why? I'm not a babysitter.
That's
if I
real.
wanted to be a babysitter, I would choose that as the job, but I didn't. So I don't want to watch your kid. Just saying.
You are so right for that. And there's
Terrible.
so much out there. Like Disney Plus, you can literally make it so you can put your, like, it forces you to put a password in, or like there are so many
like
Right,
kids only or
right.
whatever it is. Yeah.
But also, who didn't watch something inappropriate as a child? Like,
Well,
didn't we all? Like, you will make it, and you will be okay. Your kid will not be scarred if they see some boobies or something. It's really okay.
Yeah.
Like, you probably don't even understand what you're looking at half the time. Let's be completely honest.
For real.
I hate it.
that one's
I don't even hate it that
I'm
much,
with
but I
you on
hate it.
that. I'm with you on that.
it's just like they're a loud group. The people who are mad about it. So
Yes.
it's like that
Yeah.
is the issue. Like, please just say
And
in
it's
your
like, do you even
Facebook
have
group.
children? Like, what do you, like, and it'll be someone who has like a 2-year-old. I'm like, okay, you're worried about your 2-year-old who literally can barely walk, can't talk.
Hold on, mine can. Mine can. Mine can do all
But you
those
got those
things.
parental controls on lock. I know.
He has no parental controls. He has free access on the iPad when he's at his dad's house.
Oh,
Who
well.
knows what he's watching? My hate, pretty timely for Q1, and that is taxes.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I have to do mine. That's a good reminder.
Girl, they're due Monday.
I mean, it's only Friday.
Fair enough.
You're like gonna do them after this
Yikes.
episode, right?
I hope.
Let me
Get
put
the
that in
jail
my
cell
thing,
ready.
Yeah, put that
actually.
on a calendar.
Oh my gosh.
You'll be owing some
whoop.
fee.
Literally.
Anyway.
But freaking, there's so many caveats to why I hate taxes. So, like, one, why doesn't the government just tell us what the number is? Like, why do I have to play this little Saw-like game to, like, tell you
Not
what
Saw.
my number is that you already know? And if it's not the right number, I go to jail? Like, it doesn't, just say it. Like, just
Yeah.
tell me what it is.
Yeah.
Other countries don't do that. We make it so difficult. And then every fucking year it's changing. Like, one year I get a fucking return, the other year I owe money. Like, it doesn't make any sense, right? Whatever. But then I get the child tax credit. Says, okay, I get a little bit of money, right? Cool. The state one, though, that's completely
They're bad.
The Virginia state taxes,
Yeah.
literally, I've been screwed over more than Virginia state taxes than I have all of my situationships from the last 2 years.
Ooh.
It is insane.
That's a
Virginia is
lot.
bad.
Insane.
Wow.
So
Virginia gets you for every penny.
Everything.
Every penny.
everything. They're like, did you buy anything outside of the state line? Like, they
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
strictly like, we want every dollar, every cent that we are owed.
Glenn Youngkin, what are you doing with
That's
it?
what I'm saying.
Nothing good.
That's what I'm saying.
He's spending it on himself.
Literally. But like, so last year, I didn't pay my property tax for my car because, first of all, I think taxes are illegal anyway because you're taxing me on my
I
income,
feel that.
my car, my house. Like, why am I being
It should
taxed
be like
for
if anything,
one tax?
Yeah,
one tax? Everything else is too much. So I didn't pay my property tax for my car last year. I was like, fuck it. And then Virginia State was like, well, you can't renew your registration. I said, all right, bet. So I've been driving around with expired tax for over a year. because I'm not paying my property. Like I'm. It's
Are you
just,
sure you want this out there right now? Like, are we cutting this? Or
No,
like-
you can have it out there because it's
Okay.
going to be resolved now.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
this been over the past year. They keep sending me things like, "Oh, you can't renew it." I'm like, "Yeah, I know, whatever." Anyway, they took my tax refund to pay for my property tax, which I knew they were going to do anyway. So I'm like, I'm not going to pay it during the year and not have the money when I know you're just going to take my refund anyway.
Yeah.
So Virginia State sent me $25 check after they
At least you
took
got
it.
money back.
Wow,
$25 back.
Keep
Yeah.
it.
That's better
Literally
than-
keep it.
Yeah.
That's better than nothing.
So
My issue with taxes is when you get a refund, it's basically like the government getting an interest-free loan because why, when I pay something late, I owe you a fee, but you pay me my money back, a return, and you give me the money back without interest. What's that about?
And it takes like 60 days. It can take 6 days to 60 days.
Yeah. Mine was pretty quick, so I'm not
That's
worried about that. But if
crazy.
I paid, I mean, I'm paying right now and taxes, and if that goes over, the money I'm paying right now, 9 months from now, I'm not getting interest on.
Nothing.
But I gave you guys that money that you're not using.
Exactly.
So
It's just robbery. It's just, I just don't believe it's truly like, you know, people are strong for the Second Amendment. People need to be strong for taxes and be like, this. I would
You are so right.
do a January 6th for taxes. Like
That
I
might
would
be why they were there a little bit.
I would be at that rally for
But
sure.
those people who were there for the taxes, I'm like, y'all don't even. They act like they were rich or something. Like, we're all getting screwed over about getting this money taken out. I don't know why y'all are mad about these taxes.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the billionaires that need to be scared.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
need to
Right.
they need more of their money taken. Why
Eat
are you
the
taking
rich.
my money?
Thank
I
you.
don't make enough money for this.
Thank you.
I literally do not.
literally, and then I gotta pay to file it.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just like,
The
what?
hell?
What could I possibly be owing? You take so much money out of my paycheck. I've stopped looking at my pay stub because
Yeah.
it started to piss me off.
Yeah, that's why
Yeah.
it's called gross pay because it's gross to look at.
Like, I'm not really understanding why I'm doing all these mental gymnastics to do math problems. I'm like, shouldn't
Exactly.
you just take it out? When you take it, just that's the
it.
last time I want to hear about
Let it be
Just take
done,
away.
yeah.
Please.
That's
That's true.
ridiculous.
That is a very 30 topic of you to bring up.
It
but It
is.
is like
It really
so-
was.
It is. I mean, granted, I got a fat refund from the
good.
federal government, so like, don't get me wrong, you know, but like,
She's like, I love taxes in that regard.
I love federal. State taxes can get fucked.
You just got to move. I don't know what state. Florida. Probably.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, just have a kid and you'll get a nice little refund. That's my advice. That's my financial advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have one that I think most of us, if not all of us on the call, might agree with. So I don't have as much to
Okay.
say. One of my hates is the Beatles.
Oh, actually.
Oh, yeah, I hate
strongly
the
agree with
Beatles.
that.
Co-sign.
Yeah, I
100%.
figured. Yeah, I knew at least you two. I wasn't sure about. I figured Savannah. I mean,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm. On brand, on
yeah,
brand.
right. What are the Beatles contributing in this day and age to like? What's
The only thing is that Beyonce covered Blackbird.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the only
But-
contribution that they've made.
But that was better. Like
That's what I'm saying.
she could have done that without them.
Yeah, like she could have written Blackbird
Yeah,
easily.
for
easily.
for sure.
Absolutely.
I don't I can't tell you
I
one thing.
mean,
One thing.
I don't know.
I mean, people
John Lennon getting killed, people are into that.
Yoko Ono is like a thing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But they were like really weird.
It's just like I think about the songs they made, and like everyone loved to compare One Direction to them, but it's like it was not even close.
They wish.
I'm like, on what point? Because they're British,
Right.
This is the
Because they're
only
British,
comparison.
no white men. Like,
Yeah.
they're a group of
That's it.
white men, basically.
Don't erase
British.
Zayn.
True.
Right, you're right.
True.
White man and
ugh.
Zayn.
White man and Zayn.
White and Zayn.
Yeah, no, I don't get it. I
Like,
don't.
Yellow Submarine. Like we didn't need that. We could have been okay
Thank
without
you.
that. You know.
Thank you.
I don't know what else they did. Like,
and they weren't even
whatever.
like cute. Like when you look at
No,
old
no, yeah.
videos, you're like
They really weren't.
y'all were in
Ringo
suits.
Starr?
People were screaming over that. I'm like, this
Yeah.
is what you're foaming at the mouth for?
that's wild.
The
Yeah.
celebs back then were hideous.
Well, this is true.
Okay,
just
listen,
generally.
That's
You
a
look
whole-
at-
Not all of them. Not
Yeah.
all of them.
Marlon
There were some
Brando,
good
this is
ones.
not about you.
No.
Yes.
But a lot.
There were some good ones.
Yeah. But a lot of them. So
I agree.
whenever I see their name mentioned, I'm like, can
Yeah.
we just like stop?
Also, Black Beatles by Grace Rimmer is probably like the only other good thing that Beatles have contributed to.
Okay.
Black Beatles, the song. Black girl is a real.
But
Wait, no.
did the Beatles do
I
anything
know
with
the
that?
song,
No,
but I don't
I'm
know how
saying
it
they
goes.
made it
Like
like it's
Beatles
from the
itself.
Beatles. Like if the Beatles didn't exist, Black Beatles wouldn't exist. So like that's the good thing that the Beatles have done.
Oh,
Is like
I mean, they
okay.
gave us a
exist.
fun spelling of Beatles.
Yeah, like that's
True.
we love a
One
little
A,
pun.
no
A.
No
Yeah,
double E.
I know it's fun,
Because
but
there was also like that sort of musical across the universe, but we could have done without that. We could have done that with
I was
something else.
literally
That was
just about to bring that
boring.
up. I was
Yeah.
like, that's boring. That was like
It was.
2.5 hours of just
It was
like
boring.
trippy,
I forgot
wild,
about
like
that.
boring plot, boring music. I'm like, okay.
We
and
could have
we're
done
moving
that with
on.
something else and called it a day. I figured
Love
that
that
one
for
would
us.
have.
yeah, yeah.
Not that taxes didn't, but you know, gotta bring us back a little.
Taxes brought us together, but the Beatles.
The Beatles.
No.
Yes. I don't know if anyone else wants to go, but I have another one that is timely.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
It is cell phone salespeople.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know the last time I interacted with
Okay,
them, but
there's
okay.
there's two kinds. There are the ones that are at the stores that have nothing to do with cell phones, like Target.
Mm.
I specifically will go around the electronic section to avoid the cell phone salespeople because they're like, "Oh, what service do you have?" I'm like, "T-Mobile." They're like, "Do you want a better service?" I'm like, "No." They're like, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, please leave me alone, please. And then it's the people when you actually need something for your phone and you go into the phone store and it is like the most confusing, convoluted, expensive experience. Like you got to upgrade, you got to do this, you got to do that. It's too much. It's too much. And you come in, I came in with my little coupon that I saw. It said, look, I turn in my phone, I get this much. This is how much I'll pay. Why do I get up there? Lady's like, we don't do that anymore. I'm like, I'm on the site. Like this is your site.
Your
Like
real live
like,
site. What
she's
are you
like,
doing?
we just got updated like literally this morning. I'm like, of course you did. Of course you got updated
Okay,
this
well, use
morning.
it from yesterday. Thank you.
Right. So I had to upgrade. And then she's like, well, if you do the math, it'll be like $3 a month. So I'm like, I already know you're bullshitting me. So
Yeah.
like, I'm just going to wait till the bill comes and then I'll just be right back in here. Like you will see me again when my bill is not $3
What's your
more.
name again?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Exactly. But it's like they sell you like these dreams and these lies. And then it's like, you think you're never going to see me again? Like, I will roll back right in here, like without a problem.
That's so real.
It's
That's
ridiculous.
so real. I
It's
got a
ridiculous.
new phone. I think it was last summer or like last year. And why did it take me 3 hours? Like, why
That's what
was
I'm
I
saying.
in the AT&T store 3 hours?
Wait.
And the guy was like, "Oh, you can leave and come back." I was like, "I'm not
I'm
leaving
like,
my phone
with no phone.
with
I'm gonna leave
all
with
my
no
stuff."
phone.
You guys need
And
to
it's
like
always there's always in like some random strip mall where there's
Thank
nothing
you.
else around. I'm like,
Thank
so
you.
I'm gonna leave. I don't know where I'm at. Like, I'm not
No.
leaving. I
I'm
will
not
sit here for the
leaving.
3 hours.
Oh my god.
Then I have to transfer your information
Oh my
because the
gosh.
cloud never works when you're
Never.
getting a new phone. It's always like, oh, we'll do it for you. Okay, so I'm gonna be here for the next business day waiting for
Yeah.
my phone.
Literally.
I'm like, you know what? I'll just use it until it doesn't work anymore because I don't want to go into the phone store.
That's
I've
what I
only ever been in
did.
the phone
This
store
is-
recently to return modems for like internet, even though sometimes I just keep them and like see if they'll charge me.
Yeah.
But
Usually they'll tell you to
fair.
keep them. That's what
I had a cable box in my car from Richmond
Yeah.
for like 3 years.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel
And I was
that.
like,
I did that after
Clearly-
Richmond too, and I called them. They're like, "Just keep it," and I was like,
Yeah. They're like,
right.
it's old.
I'm like at this
Good.
point.
"Yeah, we'll do."
So bad.
That's
Oh my life.
another thing. I get having kids, but I was like bringing kids into the phone store. I was like, there are 2 adults here. I was like, one of you stay home with the kids.
I
'Cause there's nothing to
wish.
do in a phone store. Even I
No.
hate working in a phone store. It's like I completely understand why a kid would be like, "What
Yes.
is going on in here?"
I mean, I thought it was going to be quick. I had my little coupon.
Right.
Yeah.
It was bing, bang, boom.
They
that was it.
played you. That
played.
one was not your bad.
100%.
That one was not your fault. That was
100%.
Here's our adult
I
this
have
time
a-
idea.
I know.
You turn 30 and you
I
bring back like
did.
real hate.
I know. I have like real stuff, real issues now. Yeah.
One of my hates is when people don't turn off their turn signal while they're driving and they like already turned, but like they don't turn it off. I'm like, don't you hear the clicks? Don't you hear the clicks?
You know,
And then I'm like driving. I'm like, oh, they're trying to move over. They're trying to do
and they
whatever.
never move.
They're
And you're just
never
like,
moving because they just don't know the clicks are on. And I'm like, turn off. There's a light blinking in front of you
Yeah.
and there's sound. Turn it off.
What else is there?
Oblivious.
Yeah.
Oblivious.
That's so specific. I feel like mine, like, I mean, this is not one of mine, but it is one of mine that people don't use turn signals. And around here, they just slam on the brakes. And now I have road rage from living in Philly. I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I'm like, drive past them and look. I'm like, you fucking moron.
Yeah, you gotta look.
Like,
You
now
gotta
I'm like,
see
I
how
can't
stupid they look.
Yeah.
to give them a look because it's like, I'm not
Absolutely.
understanding why you're putting on brakes. And then you can see like 700 feet clear in front of them. So I know there's no one in front of you. So why are you braking?
Yeah.
And it's not even like soft braking. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh
like the
my
kind where you're
gosh.
I'm like, what the
God.
You're like not going over
doing?
the speed limit. They're already 5 under. You're like, what else is there?
Right.
What else is there?
Or like I'm driving 90 on the highway and you're riding my bumper. I'm like, how much faster do you want me to go?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm already speeding.
Speeding.
I'm
Why
Yeah.
are
15
you
over.
speeding? Like, okay. Like,
Why
Why
do
are
hello?
you
have to
speeding
go?
faster than me? I'm like, go around, bro. Like
No.
I can't go any faster than this. What do you want me to do? And it's always a Nissan Altima.
Always.
Oh my God.
Always.
They're always from Maryland.
Always.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maryland or North Carolina.
Bro,
Whenever I see a Maryland driver on the road, I'm like,
Bye.
don't look at me.
Yeah.
I'll just switch lanes.
Yeah,
because
Literally.
I already know.
You know where you
First of all,
gotta go. Like,
You know,
Passing in the right lane at 100. I'm like, please. Please.
I was driving in California and this person started like whipping around me and I was like, oh my gosh, like, what are you doing? I look at their license plate, Maryland. I said, you're terrible everywhere. You're terrible everywhere.
it's
Not
like a part of the
Maryland.
driving test is
For
that you have to
sure.
be absolutely
Drive
terrifying.
recklessly.
Yeah.
It's like,
Survive
oh
it.
my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. That's bad.
Hot take. One of my hates, Maryland. Just like not even drivers. Just,
Honestly, just
some-
going through Maryland, it's like
Yeah.
even is here.
Yeah.
I
Was
agree.
I born in Maryland? Yes, but do I
you
claim her?
were?
No. Well, I was born on the like army base or naval
Oh, that doesn't
hospital in
count.
No, no,
Maryland.
no.
But
Yeah.
my
Doesn't
birth
count.
certificate says Bethesda, Maryland.
Oh,
Not Bethesda.
Not Bethesda.
Oh, shit.
You're welcome.
Our resident Maryland girl.
Oh,
Damn.
wow.
I don't claim her.
Representing the
Don't.
DMV.
I don't even claim
Okay.
Virginia anymore. So like,
I
let's
don't either. At
just-
this point, I'm like, mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. Can we talk about that? That is actually a hate for me. I have been in Hampton Roads for 7 years? Apparently I can't claim that.
I feel like
That's
you can.
fake.
I've been saying I'm from the
You
75.
have a home there.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
have a home.
I
like
Bought a home here. My child was born here. I think I can claim the city. But I'll tell
Yeah.
someone who is an actual native and they're like, you can't claim 757. I'm like,
what are
okay,
their
my
reasons for
taxes
that?
say that I can.
Back to
So,
the taxes.
let's start
Back to the taxes.
My voting location says that I can. Like, what's the limit to where you can start to claim a place? Like, how many years do you have to be there to be like?
It's like you have to be like native or like you have to be born there or nothing. Like there's
That's what I'm saying.
with people
But
who are
even if you're
like
born there, you don't live there. That like I would never say I'm from Georgia. I was born in Georgia. I don't know anything about Georgia.
Yeah.
no, like born and live there. You're like, that's it. You have to
But then
stay
it's like,
in
how
one
many
place
people
your
actually
entire
do
life.
that these
Wow.
days? I'm like, I'm trying to get the f out.
trying to
Like, I'm
leave.
moving.
Yeah.
Right.
It's wild because I feel like it's a very like Hampton Roads thing to say that to you
Mhm.
because like the people from here, and I can say this because I'm from here, are born and raised, bitch.
Born and raised,
They are so cagey about like people from there because like we have all the like not all celebrities are from everywhere, but the celebrities from here are so specific and people
Mhm.
like love them and want like
Yeah.
feel very like connected with them and feel very connected to the area. So people from here are just like so annoying about it.
They
It's like
are.
girl, I count you as a local.
Thank
Adia.
you.
I will get.
I think
as
I'm a
Hampton
I
local.
also
Roads
count you as a local. Not
you.
that, you know,
I mean,
means
Once
anything.
you've lived there long enough, if I'm paying taxes, I'm a local. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Thank you.
That it is what it is.
Thank you.
that's fair. That's fair.
It's true.
I feel like it depends on your level of activity. If you live here and you don't do anything, but you go, like you're out and about.
Yeah.
You're in.
I
the
mean, I've been
vicinity,
told
like,
I'm a Norfolk girl as like an
Yeah.
insult. I've
Oh.
been told that. I'm like,
that counts.
all
that
right,
counts.
all right, I'll
You're like,
take
I was
it.
insulted, so I'm a local. I'm a
Yeah, yeah. It's
That's
like you've been in
wild.
Norfolk too long. I'm like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
She's like toxic. I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, you're not wrong, but
Yay.
oh boy,
Not that toxic.
not that toxic. Yeah. Speaking of toxic, sorry, I'll say that later for the gaps.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, bring it up. No, I'm kidding.
No,
I'll
I
say-
mean you
I'll-
can
I'll-
honestly.
You know, actually, this is a hate.
Okay.
This-
okay.
Okay.
Is a hate. I'm just gonna take over the pod now because I have a lot of things. I had
We're with
listened.
You wrote it down for what?
I didn't even write this one down. It just
Yeah.
it just recently happened. Okay. How come, like, when guys do something, it's fine. But if a woman does it, she's like conniving, like calculated, like just heartless, like
The
okay,
misogyny of it all.
like it doesn't make sense to me. Like the example, and I don't want to go too far because I know he listens to the podcast, but like
Get those numbers up. Keep
no,
listening.
literally.
This is about you.
If a guy is like talking to you and then he happens to start talking to someone else and it's both casual, like you're not dating, you're just flirting, and he decides he wants to pursue the other person, like you're not going to be like, oh my gosh, you fucked me over. Like you wouldn't do all of that because it's like, okay, we were just fucking around. Like we were just being fun, like having a good time. And you are talking to someone that you really like. But when I do it, when I say, I'm only talking to one person at a time, I'm not having a roster this year, like I'm really being intentional, and someone was flirting with me, and then I say, I'm talking to someone else, I get 700 text messages about how I fucked you over, I screwed you over, I should have known that, like, you liked me, like, it was messed up for me to say that I'm talking to someone else. I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, it's okay to not talk to the person that likes you. Like, that's fine. Just don't be shitty about it, you know?
That's what you get for being honest.
That's what I'm saying. Like
if you would have ghosted him,
that's what I'm saying.
What then?
I try to do the nice thing and tell you I'm talking to someone, but like, I get the flashback of it, of like being an asshole. Like, am I that? I felt like I was going to post like, am I the asshole? Because it's like,
literally, I saw a tweet about that today, and it was like this girl texting this guy being like, "Hey, just like letting you know, I went on a date last night because we're casually talking, and I don't really want to meet up with you anymore because like I'm connected with this person." And this guy was pissed.
Yes,
like,
yes.
But then you're also mad if I ghost you, right? Okay, so you want me to be honest, but then men will date multiple people and you don't even know that they're dating other people.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, you're right, there's really no logic. They're just really mad about something. I'm like, you're just mad because you're being rejected, you're not the rejector or you're the rejectee, and you're about hurt. But that's really not my problem.
It's just, I try to be nice. And this has happened like 3 times where I'm like, hey, you know, talking to someone else, and they're like, you fucking bitch, like, you, like, how dare you talk,
so
like,
crazy.
I'm like, I didn't know we were married, like,
and you're like, I'll never talk to you again.
That's what I'm saying, like,
I'm not coming back,
like, I'm good.
You'll never hear from me again.
Literally.
If this doesn't work out with them, I'm still
That's
not
what
reaching
I'm
out to
saying.
you, like, it's over.
It's insane. Like, I'm not the villain, I'm sorry. Like, I get made out to be the villain like so much when I act how guys act. Like, I've been told, like, that's, maybe guys shouldn't act like that then, and then I wouldn't act like that.
I love how they're self-aware enough to know that it hurts people's feelings, but they still do it.
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you.
That what you're doing doesn't make sense.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Right.
Yes. I have another ick too. I have lots of icks, only because I wasn't here last week. So I just have a lot of stuff to say.
She's making up
We're
for
just
lost
haters.
time.
I'm
It's
just
fine.
I'm just a hater in this aspect. And it's like really weird, and it might be really niche, but like, I don't know if you guys have experienced being like obsessed but also hating the person that the partner of the person that you used to talk to. Like, you guys know, I was on a first date.
Oh yeah.
And I saw on a first date.
Oh.
And I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Mind you, we haven't talked since October. Like, but like, why did I not like the girl? But also, like, I was obsessed with her. Like, I was looking at her Instagram, I was looking at her Visco. Like,
Not the Visco.
I was on the Visco. I was on the Visco. I was on the Visco. I was on the Facebook. Like, I hate her, but like, I need to know everything about her.
Yeah.
It is so weird. Like, and I've done this with like multiple people that like started talking to someone. Like, Bagab Boo, he started talking to that girl. I'm like,
that one was kind of warranted. They went like off the like, they started dating. Right?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
it was like,
yeah, they were like legit.
It wasn't even like a first date.
No, but I was like listening to her podcast. Like, I was
okay.
I was
bring it back.
like,
the numbers aren't adding up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a hate that like I get so invested in like the other person. Like, I don't even care about that way, but now I'm like, this girl is like the most interesting person in the world to me. Like, I hate her, but I love her. at the same time. And it's like, I want to be your friend, but also like, I literally hate you. It doesn't make any sense. Do you guys ever done that before?
I feel like I've had that happen once, but I didn't like, I hated him more than I hated her, even though I was still like, I hated him so much, but I kept being a clown and like hooking up with him. But then I also low-key hated the girl that he liked, but I liked her more than I hated him. So like, wasn't the same. Like I hated them both, but I was kind of obsessed with her. I wanted to be her friend so bad.
That's what I'm saying. But I can't reach out and be like, hey, girly,
Hey,
I saw you on the date with the other day. You don't know how I found you, but like I went through all 1,000 of his followers and I just
with you,
felt like it was you. You want to hang out?
Kind of the same, yeah.
Yeah, like I can't do that.
Oh my gosh.
But like we're so similar. I mean, it's gotten to the point where I was looking at her stories through like anonymous Insta viewer.
That
like
one
that
shocks me less than the Visco. Like
the Visco was in her bio.
That one
so.
shocks me less
okay,
than the
okay.
podcast.
Yeah, the podcast.
Okay.
So listening to her podcast was
Listen to her podcast.
crazy. But like the anonymous viewer, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, it wasn't her podcast. She was on a podcast, and I listened to the
okay.
episode. Like, it wasn't
Yeah,
her
like
podcast.
listen, she wasn't like 20 episodes deep.
No.
listening
She
to
was like
everyone.
on a podcast, and I listened to it. Yeah.
To kind of go off of that, I know I said it last time, but dating apps, I hate them. I went back on it, and I regret it immensely. Like it's just not the vibe.
I don't feel like they used to be that bad because, like, low key, I met my boy. Not even low key. It was a high key. I met my boyfriend on Hinge, but this was like 2 years ago. So now I feel like at this point, I feel like the people I hear so many horror stories about
It's
Hinge. I'm like,
rough.
damn.
Yeah.
Every day I'm scared to open the like who likes me tab because I'm like, I know these are all going to be uglies.
But how do you have them weeded out? I'm not saying it's your fault because I believe that men are garbage, but like, what are your like qualifiers? Because I had it marked up. I was like liberal only, must like drugs, must like alcohol. Like
not
I'm the
drugs.
most like
Most liberal man out
like,
here.
At this point, I think at this point, I'm literally just like over this age, like over 28, and I'm like weeding out through that. Like I'm like, yuck. It's just too much.
yuck.
And I'm like,
You might need
I go
you might need an
outside.
older man, Aaron.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying like over 29 or 30. I'm like trying.
No,
hello.
like not over 30, like an older man.
Oh my
oh,
Like
maybe.
40.
Oh, maybe.
40.
That could be a vibe, honestly.
I could
Established
see
in a
that.
career with some money, maybe.
I
That's
can
what I'm
see that.
saying. He'll have money. He'll have a
Yeah.
job. Hopefully he'll have his life together.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Because these boys around us don't.
I do feel like
Nice.
30 is a pretty like turbulent age for
Oh
like.
my god, yeah. Yeah.
Extremely turbulent.
Yeah,
like,
we all thought it was 20, but now it's like just crossing over to 30.
Yeah.
Gosh.
It just keeps going.
Well, yeah, it's like how can you say like wants kids, unsure about relationship status? It's like those
Yeah.
don't make
Yeah.
sense.
It makes
like
no
you
sense.
can't, like so maybe 40 is like the new
40 is the new 30.
Yeah.
Because like at that point, you should
Know what you want.
I
Genuinely.
hope
Right.
so.
like I mean, you shouldn't be questioning what kind of relationship you want. Like at this
Yeah.
point, you're past midlife.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I've been saying.
Like
that's the one.
30 is midlife. Like, it's crazy. It's time for a midlife crisis.
You would think,
I feel like I had a midlife crisis when I was like 22.
honestly.
Yeah.
It'd be
Same.
like
Too
that.
real.
I have one like every 3 years. Like, yeah.
15,
Like,
30.
ooh, time to re-up.
Yeah, like, coming around.
Reinvent myself. Yeah. Seriously. But no, I agree. I agree with you, Aaron, on the dating apps. They suck. I deleted all of them. But I saw that Matt Rempe was on Hinge.
Mm,
And you can
Well-
change your location. Well, first of all, he's 20, so I really should
Mm.
stop.
yeah.
Really gotta stop.
Yeah,
But
that's pretty
when I saw it, I was like,
very
"Oh,
young.
okay, maybe I'll just change
Wait
my
a minute.
location to wherever he is." And like, he's literally a child.
like his does not go up to 30. Like, no offense.
Oh, for sure.
Like his is like
No,
max
yeah.
24.
His
like,
is 90 pounds, blonde, white, only in this area. Like
Yeah,
I'm in none of the
23 or
criteria.
younger.
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
demographic,
yeah.
but
I
yeah.
am none of the criteria he's looking for. Maybe just female, and that's it. Maybe.
Maybe.
So that's it. But yeah, no, they're gone, deleted.
You can go on Facebook dating because I'm in that.
Please.
Oh
No,
my God.
I
are we
actually-
dating? Are we dating the same guy? Which why am I in this group?
I'm in
Because
there too for the tea.
The comments are fire every time those posts.
Mhm.
So apparently Facebook dating
That's
People
what
get
they
some hits.
say.
I actually, one of our friends
True.
met his girl, now fiance, as of this weekend on Facebook dating.
Who's that?
See,
One of
you go.
Scott's
I thought
best
the people
friends.
on
Oh.
Facebook are probably less crazy because who's on Facebook?
At this day and age, who's on
I mean,
Facebook
at this
dating?
point, who's on Facebook?
Yeah.
Maybe worth
Mostly older
looking into.
people.
Yeah.
You might find your 40-year-old man on Facebook.
There you go,
dating.
Aaron. Yeah.
Maybe.
There we go.
Or I could just like
Gee.
leave the house more, like try to do that moment.
No,
I
IRL.
don't know.
No.
IRL, no. Mm-mm.
Or I could just be Delulu and be like, oh yeah, like my person's coming. And then move on. Anyway.
Oh, I do want to talk about, because last time I talked about how I hate Instagram just like as a whole.
Oh, yeah.
So before I reset my phone, I deleted TikTok because it was taking up like 5 gigs. And I was like, I was going to the NASCAR race and I was like, I need the space. And so I deleted TikTok. So for almost 2 weeks, I was exclusively on Instagram Reels.
Oh god.
Oh,
wow.
my God.
What a
Oh,
world.
it's so bad.
It is
But you
terrible.
can click out of them faster though than you can to TikTok.
Yeah.
You don't get as sucked in.
No, for sure, because I hate every single one of them. But like, I need like the same like energy, right? So like, I'm not actually interested in. I didn't like almost any of
You
them.
just need the scrolling
Yeah.
sensation.
Yeah. Just like the new content, like the refresh moment. But there was so much like Christian propaganda. I honestly,
Yes.
every single one that came up, I said I'm not interested, and they were like, "Why?" And I literally put, "It makes me uncomfortable." Every single.
It's your
one.
algorithm.
But like,
do
I've never
that.
used
because
Instagram
once you watch
Reels.
one,
Well,
Yeah,
right.
That's it. It's
you
game
just get a
over.
bunch of
Now
them.
the screen time.
You can't watch one.
Yeah, it was
Mhm,
wild. So, God bless. I'm out of that.
Not God bless.
barren wasteland.
She was like Christian propaganda. God bless. No.
They sucked me in. No, I'm kidding.
Some of them are funny, and I'm like, oh shit.
No, it's funny
Then
because
you
like,
just watch it and you
there
just
was,
keep
like-
going. You're like, fuck.
yeah, there was one or two that I didn't realize at first because like they start with like a trend that's happening, and then
Mhm,
like at
mhm.
the end, I'm like, wait.
That's
No.
evangelism for you,
Hold
baby.
And when I would go to put it, like the true telltale sign was there was the comments off
Mhm.
on every single one.
Mhm.
Oh
Because
yes,
people
when the
are-
comments are off, you know it's about to be like,
Yeah, this shit
Mhm.
is.
Yeah.
It's Baptist up in here. It was wild. So I already hated Instagram. That did not give me anything good.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hated every single second. So
Yes.
out of that hellhole.
Speaking of Instagram, I hate that you can't tag people like if they don't allow you to tag them.
Oh.
Apparently. Like not apparently. I know this for a fact because I tried to tag someone and it said
Mhm.
this person doesn't allow everyone to tag them. I'm like,
First of all, are you a celebrity? Like, why are you doing that?
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I
because
didn't
people
even.
will tag you in anything. I'm like, And then you start getting notifications on shit that you've been randomly tagged in. I'm like, what the hell even is this?
He needed this notification.
Oh
Turn
no.
it off.
Oh,
He-
is this from that story?
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. So I had to
He did.
actually type his username out because it wouldn't let me like select it and tag him.
I should have just typed the comment and then tagged his name. Oh, does that work? Is that the same
No, it was
thing
on
as,
a
like, tagging in
story.
picture?
It was on a
No.
story. Yeah. That's
that
okay.
one did need the tag.
Yeah. I know he got screenshots though, so it ended up still working. But like, I just people on Instagram that like do things like they're celebrities, like you're a normal person.
Yeah.
I don't get
Yeah,
that.
please
They
stop.
think they're
Yeah.
celebrities.
Like, why are
Mhm.
you verified?
Can
We
you
all
buy
know
this
you
now?
pay to
You
verify
pay.
it. Like,
Yeah, why? Like, answer me that. Like it's weird. I don't know.
The verified account's ruining Twitter. I'm like,
Gosh.
why is every applied like a porn bot? I'm like, that's verified
Literally.
at that. I'm like,
Okay.
oh my god, we're not even talking about that.
That pisses me off, like, because my feed is still good. Like, I still see the things I want to see, but when I go to click on a tweet and the replies are not related,
No,
that
never.
pisses me off. Like,
Mm-mm.
no other.
It'll be
Never.
like an ad, porn bot, porn
Yes.
bot, porn bot,
Yeah.
an ad. I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, where
I'm
are
like,
the actual like replies to this tweet?
Yeah.
Yes, I needed commentary to see what other people thought about this,
horrible.
and there's
Mhm.
nothing here. It's
No.
empty.
And you can't even see the quote retweets.
Yeah.
Retweets.
True.
Quote retweets.
I
Still
won't
my
delete it
favorite.
until it's done forever. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
no,
on
same,
it.
yeah.
same.
We're
for sure.
all on
Until
until the
it-
servers
until
are
they
down.
close it, because I'm not going to be the one who ends it.
No.
Yeah.
Like they
Right.
need Twitter needs
have
to,
to break
or
up with
X needs to
me.
end it.
Yeah,
like,
down
I
with this
can't.
shit.
Not X. I literally downloaded a shortcut onto my phone so that I still had the blue bird. Because like I can't look at this X thing.
I keep
I can't
forgetting
do
it's
it.
called that because I did the same exact thing.
It's hideous.
I opened it. I'm like, wait, X? What?
It's
But,
like-
yeah.
Like, ugh.
Rough.
Why would he do that? Elon Musk. For sure.
I have him blocked.
Cosign.
Now I don't even hear about him anymore.
I actually have him blocked too.
I have
'cause-
him blocked too. Crazy ass.
Mhm.
Because he was putting his tweets on people's timelines.
Yes.
So it's like,
Mhm.
I didn't even follow you.
I was
I
like,
wasn't
oh,
Him
no.
and Mr.
I was
Beast.
like, what are you doing?
yeah, yeah.
If I see
Mr.
one more
Beast-
Mr. Beast tweet, I'm gonna lose it.
over.
The Mr. Beast tweets, the Mr. Beast TikToks, and like the Mr.
I'm like,
Beast,
who is Mr. Beast? I hear
I'm
about
like,
this man.
stop.
You
but
don't
I'm
know
like, who
about
is
this man?
he? Okay,
He's,
the side of YouTube that I'm on is like, I started off on like the side of BeautyTube, and now I'm
Yeah.
like on BookTube, so I don't see these random. It's always some YouTuber in the news. I'm like, who even are these people? I have
Mhm.
no idea who these
No.
random YouTubers are.
That's so interesting. Because Mr. Beast at one point was going to be the most subscribed person on YouTube, or like was, and then got
But
surpassed
it's
by
like,
like
who
T
is
plus or
watching
whatever.
these channels? Like
That's what I'm
children?
saying.
Like, who's watching these?
I think it is
Yeah,
children. He has
it's gotta
billions
be.
of views for
Yeah.
like.
I mean,
he's
his views are like, he's like,
wild.
I put this one man here for 100 days and he wins $500,000 if he stays here for 100 days.
Yeah.
There will
I'm
be a
like,
lawsuit in the
this is
future.
too much.
Oh, for sure. I
Wait,
can't
No,
wait.
Yeah.
shocked there isn't one yet.
You know me
Um,
looking at my blocked shit on Twitter, like what is on here?
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually, let me look at mine. Let me tell you, I have every member of BTS blocked. every version of their nickname blocked. Taylor Swift blocked. Harry Styles blocked. I'm like, I don't want to hear about.
We
any of
should
these
go
people.
through our blocked.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
see.
Wild.
Swifty, BTS, Spotify, the Eras Tour, Taylor Swift updates,
Oh,
Swift
where is it?
Twigs, Hourly
Privacy and
Namjoon,
safety?
the Swift Society, Taylor Swift charts. Every time I block a Taylor Swift account,
They think
another
you
one
want
pops
something
up.
else.
I'm just
I
like,
knew what
oh my
pops up.
god!
Yeah.
I blocked
Uh,
all these sports betting accounts. Like, why am I
Oh.
getting
Sport
ads for
betting.
sports betting?
Mm-mm.
I
don't care.
have Try Guys, Shane Dawson, Ned Try Guys, Ned Fulmer, Don't Love is Blind, Jeffree Star. Hashtag Try Guys, hashtag Love is Blind.
That's not too many. I got
I'm
like
Yeah.
dead.
50
I had
items
Mr.
on
Beast
this
blocked.
list.
This explains so much.
There we
The
go.
I
There we
literally
go.
knew who he was at one point.
It's really the accounts that I block. So it's
Mhm.
creepy.org,
Ew.
morbid knowledge, crazy daily clips, street fight clips, Caesar Sports Book.
Some of my muted words. You guys are. This holds true. Beatles, Paul McCartney, George Harrison, Ringo Starr.
This is recent.
I don't know. I just like was scrolling and I was like, what? And they're all at different times too. So like at
Oh
one
my
point, like
gosh.
I only had George Harrison, and then like something happened, and then I like 10 people down is like Paul McCartney.
Oh my
Because I have
God.
like
Damn.
Travis Kelce
My top
on here.
one is Taylor's version. I was like, I can't see it
Oh
anymore.
no, that's a
That,
good one to
mhm.
block.
Yeah, I have Taylor Swift, Halsey, Katy Perry.
Halsey.
Not Halsey. What did Halsey do?
I don't
Besides
know.
being annoying, she's annoying.
I
mean, I
love
get it.
Halsey.
It's been a couple
I'm
years.
low-key a Halsey fan.
I mean, I went to one of her concerts. Like, I liked her.
I saw her movie.
Oh,
Her movie.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one movie that she made that was like all her songs.
Oh,
that
yeah.
it just and did like the visual
okay.
album with it.
Yeah.
My
Oh.
muted words, Taylor's version, T Swift, space, in between T space Swift, T Swift, Mark Lee, folklore, Swift,
Oh,
hashtag Game
Mark
of Thrones,
Lee.
hashtag
That's
God,
very ugly of you. That's very ugly of you.
Game of Thrones, pumpkin spice latte, Swift
Mhm.
Oh my
at
gosh.
Taylor Swift 13,
That is
hashtag
so
Taylor
wild.
Swift.
Game
So
of
many
Thrones
And that's
is
just
a
like my
combinations.
normal.
I have
Yeah.
Lizzo blocked. I don't know her
Oh.
energy.
That's a
off.
good
I
one.
can't stand it.
That's a good one.
That's
Fair.
what happened with Halsey. Like,
I have
she's
J.K.
just
Rowling
tweeting too
blocked. I have
much.
Johnny Depp blocked.
Yeah,
Good.
Fair, fair.
those are good.
Ryan Seacrest, for some reason, I have muted.
Honestly, I
That's
get
so
that.
random,
His
but also
energy-
fair.
His energy.
It's just really, oh my god. I have ZG blocked from when Zayn was dating Gigi. I was like, I can't take it anymore.
Oh my god.
That's an oldie.
I
That's
was so
iconic.
down bad when
You
they got
were.
engaged. I remember I was like, I've never been this angry about a celebrity before. I was like, I have to sign out
Yeah.
because I'm getting way too
I have to
upset.
cut it off. Like,
Right, it's gone too far.
I do have every word related to the pandemic blocked because I just couldn't. Like,
Yep.
I'm tired of people talking about
Yeah.
quarantine, COVID. Like, I just want to live in a world that, like, I don't have to think about. Like, I know
When
that's
Notre
like,
Dame was burning, I have that
Yep.
blocked.
yeah.
Count the votes, have that blocked. I was like, I can't see anymore.
No, yeah. Yeah.
oh my gosh.
It's funny looking and seeing,
Ugh.
like, I remember exactly when I blocked this.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember-
Yeah.
You remember what was the last straw, for
Yeah.
sure.
For
You're like,
sure.
That's crazy. It's really just BTS in multiple combinations. That's like 90% of this.
I love that, honestly.
Like you
It's
said,
like
it just comes
torturing
up
me.
again.
They don't even work half the time because I still see half of
Yeah.
these things, and I'm like,
That's
don't I have this
that's
blocked?
another hate. Twitter muted words and not
even
actually
work.
working.
No.
Like Why do I still see all this Mark Lee content if I...
First of all, who are you following where you're seeing Mark Lee content? Because I never see Mark Lee content, and I literally follow NCT stan accounts. So I'm not really sure
My
what accounts
one
you're following.
friend, and then it just like it's there.
It's like they
Anyway.
know.
Well, and randomly I'll see a tweet that's like, hey, this tweet has a word that you muted. And I click on it. I'm like, what was the word? This is the tweet that I'm fine seeing. I don't care.
It's because they fired all the
Yeah.
developers
Yeah.
at Twitter, so there's no one to actually
That's true.
do anything.
But it's always been like that.
Yeah.
So.
Who knows?
It didn't feel like it used to be this bad.
Yeah.
It's just willy-nilly now.
Mm-hmm.
You just see whatever. Why is the following tab like
Oh, I don't even
I don't even look at that anymore.
No, I can't do it.
I don't either.
Like the For You tab is actually the one that I do. And
Yeah,
the
same.
following tab I have no, like it's 50 years old.
Mm-hmm. Mine is
For
too.
You has all like the funny stuff on
That's
it.
what I'm
Exactly.
saying.
Yeah.
And that's how Instagram should be.
Yes.
Like
yeah.
that's how it's I don't know.
Agreed.
It's stupid. It doesn't make
Instagram
any
should
sense.
post something that's not 3 days old at the beginning of the
Please.
app. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
First of all,
haven't I seen this before?
Thank
Like,
you.
It's
when, then
embarrassing.
you
I was
see
like, I
the day
clearly
posted,
liked
I'm like,
it. So like, what?
right,
Why are you
why
still
is it at the
posting
top of
this?
my feed?
Also, speaking of Instagram, another hate, they changed the algorithm for the viewers hierarchy.
On stories.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
on stories, because before there are specific people that I know, like once they viewed it, where they were in the hierarchy, and now they're at the top, and I'm like, I know you're not like clocking me like that. Like I
You're not
know
obsessed
it.
with me,
You're
like,
not
right?
obsessed with me. So
I know
either
you're not obsessed.
it's because I'm obsessed with you and I'm going to your page and that's why you're higher on mine, or the algorithm changed. And then I'm still looking at the page the same as I've been doing.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I don't know. There's a couple of people that are a little bit higher, and I'm like, listen, I'll reach out. Like, if this is a sign, I'll spin the
reach
block.
out.
Like, please say less, you know? But that's my delusions talking. But yeah, the algorithm changed. It's really weird. I don't like it.
It's just like the whole thing. Just the whole thing.
Yeah. Throw it away.
Yeah.
Throw the whole thing away.
It's
I
simple, 'cause
actually,
I literally go on Instagram for the reels.
girls,
You already know.
I'm literally turning into my mother. My mom sends me reels and I send them back. And then I'm like, I've sent everybody in my phone book a reel that no one's watching.
Yeah.
That's probably was on TikTok 2 months ago. And I'm like, oh, this is funny.
You literally
Yeah.
see the TikTok name
God.
like in the corner.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
You're like, damn. Let me
That's
just
how
go
I
on
felt
TikTok.
last week with those Morgan Wallen ones I was sending in the chat. I'm like, these girls are not about to watch this, but I need to send it this.
Oh my gosh.
No comment.
Where were you
Morgan
on
Wallen, I
January
should block him
6th?
too.
Yeah.
And then he just get like arrested. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not
he
hear about this
did.
man.
He threw a
He threw
chair
a
off
chair
the
at someone.
balcony.
And I bet you he's about to get hella streams.
Yeah.
His
From Medea.
streams are about to be off the charts. I'm like,
No comment.
talk about, can we cancel somebody? Can we cancel him? Like, who even is this man? I have no idea.
Me
We've
either.
been trying to cancel him on this podcast specifically.
On this
2/3
podcast
of the podcast.
specifically?
The thing is, this controversy, now people are just making covers of like his big song Last Night, like last night we let the liquor talk about like the chair because like he was drunk and threw the chair. So like it's just like you said, resurging his
Yeah.
his
Yeah.
I'm
his
like, okay, we'll hear about how he broke some streaming record. I'm like, I don't even know what he sounds like, so I'm not clicking on it. But I know who he is because I'm terminally online. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate for me.
Let's all block him right now.
Who's everyone in this podcast?
Who's we?
All four of us.
Because I just listened to the album yesterday.
You're lying. You're lying.
I'm not lying. It's a banger. It's a
And
banger.
like, listen
Adia.
to it on YouTube, so he's not getting like streams for it.
And what happened to Act 2? I thought that was turning the tide for us.
It did, and then I got really in the country mode. I was like, let's spin the
Oh
block
my
on Morgan
Oh
Wallen.
my
Like,
gosh.
No. No.
He's gonna be number one again.
He is. And
not
what
on
are
my
you gonna-
Spotify this year. No,
Yes,
Yes,
he
he
is.
no.
Do you hear yourself? It's April.
I've only been doing YouTube, like Savannah said. I've only been doing YouTube because he dropped acoustic versions, and I was needed to listen to it.
I mean, like, stream Casey Musgraves.
I do.
Thank you.
I streamed Casey, then
Different
Kelsey
like,
Ballerini, and then
okay.
it popped up in the shuffle, and I'm like, gotta go listen to the album
Like,
again.
Because those
Can't
two
click
artists sound
next.
He
exactly
needs to
like
make
him.
bail, so I gotta help. I'm just
Not
kidding. I'm
bail.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
Your streams from last year made him bail. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, please.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no.
Wild. Okay.
Yep.
I have one you guys might agree with. How do you guys feel about water talk?
Oh my god!
Well, like them making waters.
Yeah.
It literally
Making
no, they're not
juice?
making water, Aaron. They're putting 5 sugar packets in the water and stirring it around to like, I'm gonna make water. I'm like, is it water anymore?
No.
Like, what's wrong with just drinking regular water?
No.
Like, I understand, like, I too enjoy a sparkling flavored water.
Yes.
Or just sometimes the bottle flavored water is not the best, but it's good. But like,
Yeah.
you have a spinning carousel of sugar packets.
Okay.
Please. The way
But do I
so
watch?
like-
I'm like not
Well,
deep on water talk, but do I watch? every
Clearly you
video of
are.
that man that comes in, like that pops up on my
Not that
For You
the
page?
man with the weird
Yeah.
makeup. That man.
Wait.
You know what I'm talking about? Don't
The
you
one
point
man-
I kind of do. I
With
think.
with the spinning
the weird
thing.
foundation.
He's
Yeah.
like, let's make my water of the day. That one.
And then he pours bottled water into his cup. I'm
Yes.
like,
Bruh.
we are really missing the plot here.
When
Oh
you
my
have to
gosh.
make
I mean,
water,
I do that too
it's not
sometimes. I'm
water.
not gonna lie. Like, I don't buy bottled water. I do, but I also drink room temperature water all
Yeah.
day long. So I'm not really
Yeah.
putting flavor packets. And they're like, oh, this is so low calorie. Do you know what's in sugar-free things?
Yeah.
Weird chemicals to
Ride
make
or
it
die
sugar-free.
number 5.
And I do just wonder because, like, what I've been doing recently, instead of buying Celsius, I've been buying the Celsius packets and I'll put them in water for like a little afternoon pick me up. Not that it's helping. Like, let's put that out
Yeah.
there.
I was gonna say, is it doing anything?
It isn't. So we might be cutting back. But I would never call that water. I
No.
would never make it and be like, this is my water for the day. Like, it's a Celsius now.
No.
Like, you're making juice, you're making Kool-Aid.
No.
One person made Mountain Dew water. Like,
No.
that is not water.
Like, you wouldn't put a
I
tea
saw a
bag in
lady
there
make
and
Mardi
say,
Gras water, and she put a
Yeah.
cinnamon.
Oh, I
stick.
did too. I saw that
I was
too.
like, you're just
It's
doing this
tea.
for the gag now.
Yeah,
because there's
you're
no way
joking.
this
You're
even tastes
trolling.
good.
It was
Like-
also so funny because she was like, "Okay, let's stir and taste it," and she tasted it, and she
And
was
like,
like,
we know that cinnamon's not
she was
gonna.
like, "Yup."
It's just
but
gonna
then she was
float to
like,
the top of your
"Wait."
drink.
She was like, "I think I need some vanilla seed like syrup in this."
She
I was like,
pours
"So it
vanilla
tastes
extract
bad.
in it. You're like,
It
what?
tastes bad."
yeah.
I'm like, why are you even pretending? This is just like that lady. Oh my god. It's like her and her son, and she's like, I'm making dinner. He's like, what are you cooking, Mom? And she makes like the most gross looking food.
She, like,
with
doesn't
the
even-
canned chicken and
Yes.
stuff. I'm like, there's no way you're eating this.
It's like raw
That's- you know what?
chicken. Yeah.
That's what pisses me off is people who waste food
Yeah.
for content and they're just making something that's not even edible to begin with. I'm like,
They're the like one pan like bake things that these white biddies on TikTok have been making, and
But
they're like,
there's
"Let's
no
put
way
a
they're
hunk
doing
of
it-
Velveeta cheese or this raw
Right.
pasta, we'll
Velveeta, raw pasta, milk. I'm like, what the
beans," and
fuck
you're
are
like,
you
"Hello?"
making?
Hello?
Beef that's not cooked. You're like, what is this supposed to be? Then they put foil on top of it, and they're like,
When they take it out of the oven and stir it, you're like, "That looks like vomit."
Stop.
Like, I-
Notice how they never eat it. They're never the
Yeah.
ones eating it. I'm like, so you're just gonna throw away the Pyrex now that you've destroyed?
Not the Pyrex.
It's always a Pyrex.
Exactly.
Like the dishes are nice, but the food you're making
Exactly.
looks like garbage.
This is
Like
like
what?
in a similar vein because like we're on the topic of like wasting things. Like
Mm-hmm.
so there are the people who overuse like cleaning products for content
Oh
specifically
my
for content.
god!
And it is like you are literally making mustard gas in your home for content. Like it's one thing with the food, like sure, it's a waste, throw it out, but like you're literally gonna kill someone with
And
these
then they get the one
chemicals.
scrub daddy. You're like, but
Yes!
did you really need to use Fabuloso, Ajax?
Yeah,
Corn?
mustard gas.
Okay, listen. Am I on Clean Talk? Yes. Am I going on their lives and watching them? Yes.
Not the lies.
Not the lie.
I get stuck. That was also one of my loves today. I get stuck in those lives, and I'm just
No.
like enthralled. But they do like they save it and then they use it in their house.
Because,
the people
like,
that I'm
normal
not
clean
everyone,
talk is
but like the
fine.
people
Yes,
that
I
I'm
love a
watching.
Like if
normal
they're just
clean
like
talk.
cleaning something
Yeah.
normal, but I'm like, when
No,
this-
they're the
you're
ones like
pouring powders
playing
into
in
the
like the
toilet bowl, it's
paste
like-
and like
No,
not in the
yeah.
toilet bowl, in the sink or like in the.
Although
They're like making
They
paste,
clean their
mixing
toilet.
things,
Yeah.
and then
like,
they're
what do you
like,
make paste for?
yeah,
Like,
well, they take
just
out all the
buy
one spray
water.
bottle.
It's
Also,
wild.
cleaning products are not cheap. Like I spent like
No.
$100 at the freaking grocery store buying a scrub brush, some fucking Mr. Clean gloves.
Yeah.
I'm like,
You got name
What
brand.
they do.
Well, yeah,
what they do
exactly.
is they go to the like Mexican grocery store, and it's all like under $2 and they buy like in bulk there.
It's just
That's
What
what
do
they
you
do.
ever need bulk Fabuloso for when you're supposed to cut it with water? I don't understand.
Not cut it like it's a
In
drug.
the back of their toilet bowl, like they drain
Yeah.
the water from the back of the toilet
Yeah.
and put Fabuloso in it. I'm just like,
it's a fucking potion. This is not
It is. It's literally a
But
potion.
do I stay watching it? Yes.
It's on the periodic table of elements. Like
no, it is. It is. And I do
Just
love a
making
clean talk
concoction.
moment because like I love getting like a way to clean something easier because I love cleaning, but that is like too far for me.
Mhm.
Also, this is the same, but like those people who dip like their pot lids in, that has a towel covered in a towel in hot water and then wipe their couch down. You're not cleaning your couch. You're not cleaning your couch.
what?
I
like
promise
with the
you're
Tide
not.
Pod or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, and they're like, watch me clean my couch. And it's like, you're literally just putting water on your couch and you're not actually cleaning it. So that's my one gripe with actual clean talk. The rest of it, go home. You're going to kill someone. You're going to have to call poison control. You're going to have to, like, it's going to be over. Like,
That's so
for
bad.
what? For 1,000 likes?
consumption talk. That's all this is.
Yeah.
Because this is
Yeah.
my beef with the
Yeah.
book people. I'm like, did you really need 100 editions?
Yes.
No.
That are all ugly, mind you.
Yeah.
Ugly special editions of this one book that came out 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, and then they go on record saying, I'll never read this.
Yes.
So what are you?
Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, what kind of
Wasting
space do
money.
y'all have in your home where you can just like
I think about
have
that all
bookshelves
the
on
time.
bookshelves full of ugly books that you're never going to read?
I think about that often because books are heavy too and expensive. It's like
Yeah.
I love a good thrift shop
Right,
book.
like-
Like I found all my Percy Jackson books at Goodwill. Like we love
Mhm.
her.
Like every time I go to my bookshelf, I'm like, this book sucked. Like I need to get rid of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not buying.
No,
If I'm buying a book now, I'm buying it on Kindle because at least I can like turn it off,
you can remove,
go to
download,
sleep,
delete it.
read it in the dark, right? Delete it.
Yeah,
It only
Exactly.
cost me $5. Like I'm not wasting that much money.
so true.
I'm like, damn, special edition, hideous. Book box. I get targeted with the book boxes. I'm like, why is every book box $50?
That's wild.
and it comes
And
with
it
a
comes
face
with one
mask.
book.
Yeah,
It comes with one book that's got a velvet cover, ugly, like I said, and then it comes with like a bunch of shit
A
that you're never going
candle
to
or,
use,
like,
like
something you're like,
yeah, a candle that you
"Look."
can't burn because it's probably not flammable. Stickers, a weird blanket, like a T-shirt. I'm like, why? I don't want any of this shit. I just want the book.
yeah,
Like, just send the book, like a normal version
yeah.
of the book, please.
I have a very niche hate. I can make it quick. I know you guys have nothing to add to it. Maybe Katie, you might have something to add to it, but it's very niche. And I've actually been making videos about this, and they're kind of popping off on TikTok, so I might have like a new little niche going on here. My hate, honestly, right now is the Washington Capitals. They truly keep going on a roller coaster ride for making a playoff spot. 1 week they're in the playoff spot, next week they're not. They lose 5 games in a row, they win in 1 game. Like, it is literally making no sense. And now they're like the 3rd spot, and you need to be the 1st or the 2nd spot to be in the playoffs. And I had better hopes for them, you know? And it's just
I mean,
such a
isn't
hate.
the only good player like Ovi at this point?
There's
I
Lindgren's
know
pretty
some of
good.
them, but I don't know enough of them. to know
Tom
how good
Wilson
they are.
keeps getting
Yeah,
suspended.
I know Tom Wilson.
Yeah.
There's what, Dylan Strom. I look at other players on the team. I actually like the Caps for the Caps, but like other teams, I like just like the player. Like someone's
I
like,
used to like the players, and now I feel like all the ones I liked are aged out.
like who?
I was like really obsessed with the Bruins when I was in college, but it was like the year after Tyler Sagan got traded, so then I became obsessed with the Stars. I was like into Jamie Benn.
You were
Tyler
obsessed with the
Seguin.
Stars?
That's a wild.
Adam
Wow.
Adam McQuaid was like my background for my computer.
Oh,
Mm.
I was obsessed with the goalie. It was really. I was telling myself I was going to be a sports newscaster for like 1 semester.
that's literally
I like
me last
switched my
week.
major and everything. Like I was like,
Oh,
I'm
not
going to be on
change.
sports TV, and then I was like, no, I'm not, and I changed it back. I was like,
Oh man, the way you
That's not
officially
happening.
changed it. That's wild.
I love that for you, though.
yeah.
So funny.
You tried.
it
Yeah.
lasted 1 semester. I was like, yeah, I want to be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's too much. That's a lot.
I
But
don't want
yeah,
to talk this much.
I just hate that they're doing that. It's stupid.
Can't have them all. But
No,
we got the Admirals.
we
Can't
do have the
any of them 'cause
Admirals.
They don't win.
Who?
No, she said can't have them all. I'm like, can you have any of them if they don't win?
None. None. No. It's ridiculous. But yeah, go ads. They're in the playoffs. Love that for them. First time in 10 years. Awesome.
yeah.
That's a long time coming. I'm going to take it as the fact that like I've just been to every home game and we've won every home game except for like 1. So
There you go. Good luck charm.
Do we want to do like loves this week? We maybe not, because we've like talked a lot about
yeah.
things we hate.
Let me make sure I have. Sorry, I have one more.
Okay.
Actually, two more.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, last one. Three. Okay, they're all relatively related.
Last one. Okay, 3.
Okay, really quick. Number one, Glenn Youngkin trying to ban contraceptives, including condoms. Absolutely fucking insane.
Just
Not-
like him in general, please.
That's what I'm saying. Like him in general, but like being like, we're not going to be an abortion state, but like also you can't stop getting pregnant. Like idiotic. Idiotic. Home ownership actually blows because I have mouse in my I have a mouse that is terrorizing my home.
The rat?
It's not a rat.
You know,
It's a
I have a
mouse.
mouse in my apartment and I call it a rat. My boyfriend's like, it's not a rat. I'm like, it is a rat.
I've had to throw out my couch. It truly, I don't know what to do at this point besides sell my house. It
I was
sucks.
like, move. That's the next
like at this
logical.
point, I'm moving. And then Virginia weather. Every year, I forget how shitty it is to literally wear a jacket in the morning and in the afternoon you're wearing shorts. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know how to dress my kid. Like I don't know how to dress him for the day because it's like 80 degrees in the afternoon, but it's 40 when we leave in the morning. Like I just look like an irresponsible parent when he's wearing shorts and it's practically snowing outside in the morning. Yeah, it's just annoying. I don't know. That's all I got. Those are the last 3. Yeah, loves. Who's got loves?
I have some loves. I'll go. I also have an ick that I'll say. Okay, one, my love. It's EXO's 12th anniversary.
Ooh, wow.
Celebrate those,
What are you doing to celebrate?
Kings. They have a fan meet that is actually happening tomorrow that I will be watching. So love that for me.
Is it like $50?
It's not when you split it with people. So
I just want to
But
see
yes,
that soon.
basically.
Oh
Oh
my gosh.
gosh. Anyway, shout out audiobooks. I'm rolling through these Bridgerton books. I'm loving life. And it's a good time over here. Speaking of Bridgerton, the Bridgerton trailer that came out, I loved it. It gave me
Boo.
nothing. It gave me nothing and everything. It gave me the vibes of what
I
Bridgerton will be.
care so little about Penelope that I just really, because why was she the main character of Kate's season, but now I have to watch her again for a
Please.
whole season to get again scraps of Kate? I'm like, this is ridiculous. And it's just, we went from having a hot black man, hot brown woman to white people.
Yeah, and it's gonna keep.
And he
being
looks
to
like
white
a
people
Madame.
for the
He looks like a Madame Tussauds
Oh,
wax figurine.
stop,
I don't think
low-key.
he looks crazy.
See, Savannah,
No,
the
because
way...
they can give Benedict somebody hot. Like, make him gay. I don't care if they're white, if he's
Please.
gay. Like, please do
Yeah,
something.
I have been scouring. Like, when I watched the trailer, I was only looking for... Like, I'm not necessarily here for Penelope and Colin. Aaron knows they're like my least favorite book generally. I'm out here. I was scouring for any crumbs of Michael Sterling with Francesca. I'm like, I watched a 2.5 minute trailer for 1 second of what I might think is John Sterling, and
Yeah.
I'm praying.
I saw somebody do like a script, like a still, and it was like a shirtless man and like a woman dancing. And
They
I was
think
like,
it's
who is this
Benedict and
supposed to
Sophie.
be?
They
Yeah.
think it's Benedict and Sophie, but then people were like,
Okay.
Yeah.
no, it's just 2 randoms, please. And I was like, okay, fair. But I'm obsessed with them, so stay on mine. Thank you.
Oh, wow.
And then my one ick has to do with somebody in this Zoom room. And I will call them out now. My ick is Adia never reading our podcast Google Doc and the planning doc until the day. So thank you.
You're here to answer
Not
for
the
your
personal
crimes.
shout out.
I have been literally. This is like the 4th time I've been called out during an ick.
You have some
Anyway,
questionable
sorry.
behavior.
I can't deny it. That's the thing. Because
Right.
I put it in the
No,
text
you
message.
can't.
Yeah.
I literally have receipts every week. I don't know why I play myself.
She was like, what? Who's that? What's this topic about? Please, I'm begging. Look at the Google Doc. It's all there.
And then I look at it, I'm like, wow, this is a lot of information
A
in
lot
here.
of good information.
We're running a business.
Okay, to be fair, I barely look at my work Google Docs. So like it's
This
asking
is
a lot.
a higher priority than work.
It really is. Let's just be happy that I finally got into the fucking Google Drive. Let's start there, okay?
Honestly, that was a moment.
Like, I'm in there now.
When you were like, what's the password? What's this? I was like, oh.
Literally 6 months in, she's like, what's the password?
She was like, what's the TikTok password? I was like,
I have them all saved. I have them all saved now.
I was like, it's the same as everything else.
They're saved.
Damn.
That was wild.
They're saved.
Because that's me.
I'm getting there.
Oh
I looked at it today for next week. Wow.
That's me.
Well, no thanks. This is just the fuckadilla hour. That's the end.
Look, I was lobbying. I said loves only.
No, yeah, you were lobbying.
I said, no, this needs to be in.
It's just funny that this is a bit now of like calling me out during the weekly icks. Like Nikki did it.
Oh yeah, I did it last week.
Yeah. Oh,
I told you about it with Paul Mescal.
Oh shit. Yeah.
So funny. I didn't realize we were all doing it weekly, but
yeah,
okay.
It's happening. So just pick one thing that you dislike about Atia every week, and then we'll just keep going with it. It's fine. It's all good.
You.
It's good. It's
Promise.
good. No, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Who's got some loves?
I have one to come off of Aaron's. Aaron got me back into Bridgerton.
You're
I'm
welcome.
so sorry, everyone. I was out of the trenches. I had read 5 of the books, and I was like, in 2022, I was over. I wasn't even looking forward to this season. And then Erin started reading them, and she's texting me, and she's like talking about what's going on in the books. And I'm like, fine, I'll read another one. Bitch, the way I was like foaming at the mouth.
He was hooked.
I'm like, damn, I've never read these. Like, should I read one?
They're like not groundbreaking.
They're like fine.
They're books.
But
they're not the best book you've ever read. But like,
but am I eating it up? Yes.
Yeah.
Like
sometimes you just need that palate cleanser. Like I'm reading Babel, and then I'm reading like Francesca and Michael, and I'm like, this is better than that 550-page dictionary that I'm reading.
Yikes.
So that's my love. Is like I bought a fucking candle. Bridgerton candle from Bath and Body.
Oh my gosh!
Candle before I did, which is crazy.
I'm watching the trailers. I'm looking for Michael and Francesca. I'm just praying I'm praying for this season to be over already. But like once we're there, I'm gonna be back like in. So that's that.
My hate just came to me right now. My mom is here this weekend, and she just texted me a link that said "Breaking Free from Procrastination: My Path to Clarity," and it is a guide, self-help.
With self-help, like my mom does that to me too.
For people that have messy homes, and that procrastinate, and how to overcome and have a new beginning. She just sent this to me. She just texted this to me. She's at my house right now.
I know. I was like, isn't she at your house watching your kid?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Which is crazy because I literally woke up at 6 a.m. this morning to clean. So like, oof. I tried. Granted, I had to wake up that early. Like, it wasn't too clean. Like, I just happened to wake up that time, and I was like, I guess I'll clean. But thanks, Mom. Appreciate that. Love that for me. That's my ick. My love for this week, I actually have 2 loves. Really. One, my love is my therapist and my psychiatrist. The 2 of them tag teaming my mental health. Listen, it has been better. I was going to say wonderful. It's not been wonderful. Anyway, I love modern medicine, and I've been going to therapy one week and then psychiatrist next week and going off and on for like the last 2 months. Can you believe? Like, I had an appointment the other day. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing pretty good. She's like, nice, let's end it early. I'm like, oh, okay.
Am I getting refunded for this?
No, I still pay the full price. I wish I was getting refunded, but I'm like, hell yeah. Look at you guys doing work. But really, I'm doing the work. But anyway, that's my love. And then my other love, I'm just going to have to say going with the flow. Like, just chilling, it's been a good time. Just not having any expectations for anything in my life right now. Like, it's really like a YOLO situation. Could be seen as like kind of like nihilistic, but, it is what it is. It's an election year. We're about to start World War III. Like, I just have no fucks to give anymore, and it's really nice. It's really nice to not care. So
election years are the perfect time to
That's
not
what
care
I'm
about
saying.
anything.
That's what I'm saying.
To not care about anything. Yeah.
Nothing matters.
Savannah, do you have any loves for us?
Damn.
It's a rough week
Oh.
out
Just
here.
hates.
It'd be
Just
like that
hates.
sometimes, honestly.
You know, I did get paid.
Love
Was it
that.
a lot? No, but I did get paid. I'll say that I love Cowboy Carter
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
even when I'm not listening to it,
You're-
I'm singing it.
Thank you.
So I
It's
feel
here.
like I'm
Yeah.
obsessed. I would say a book, but honestly, I feel like I read so many of them that none of them are even good anymore.
You
Oh,
just
yeah.
DNF'd 3, so you know.
I'm
Yeah.
just reading. Just
Yeah,
reading
you're
for,
just
like,
reading to read.
the
Yeah.
rush.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, can some? Oh, I'll say Disney Dreamlight Valley. That I play every night
The what?
for like 5 hours.
Disney Dreamlight
This
Valley.
Disney game
Oh.
on Switch. I play this game like every night before I go to sleep, and it's just mind numbing. Like I just run
Ugh.
around and whack rocks.
There we go.
I plant
I love
pumpkins.
that.
Sometimes
And
that's
then
all you
I
need.
buy something from the store that I'll never use from
Yeah.
Scrooge McDuck's store, and then I turn it off.
I love that. That's good.
Love that.
That's good.
Very relaxing.
Yeah.
On mute, obviously. I don't want to hear the sounds.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
No,
Yeah.
on mute.
Any game on the Switch sound off.
Mute
Every-
quickly.
Unless I'm playing Overcooked
I don't
on the
wanna hear it.
television. Otherwise, everything else is mute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Sorry, I forgot one love. I just love my hairdresser for
Mm.
finally fixing my fucking hair. Shout out to you,
Hey.
B. I don't have any blonde. I don't have any green. You fucked it up. I mean, like in the good way. Like
Yeah.
you did that. Like you did
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And now my hair is actually finally back to normal. So shout out, B.
Love.
Yeah.
We love.
Thank you so much, Savannah, for
Did you
coming
do
on
it?
the pod.
Did you do
Well,
love?
thank you for having
yeah.
me. It was really fun.
Oh.
I love ranting.
We loved you in this hater episode.
Yes.
And we
Yes.
hope our listeners did too.
They will.
So
Yes.
they will. We will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.